All right, this is William from socialrealty.com. VR camera doesn't want to work right now, so we're going to shoot it old school. This is 59 feet of frontage on Long Lake. It is listed as a 4-bed, 2-bath, but in reality, it is a 5 or a 6-bedroom. However, I think the highest and best use for this is going to be an Airbnb. And the reason I say that is because there's a cottage right next door, and there's 4 more cottages in the backyard. So I've lived on the lake my whole life, and I remember when they did this back in the early 70s. One of my mom's friends used to rent that one right there. This was all one complex, and the owner at the time decided to build out all of these cabins, and this was basically their income stream for years. That garage used to go to the property as well. I believe there's now an apartment above it, and that is its own parcel as well. So this essentially has, right down here is the property line, and then it cuts right down the edge of the house, jogs a little bit, and heads out to the lake. Now, as an Airbnb, I think it's got some real potential. A couple of things to keep in mind. This has a bad septic field. It's going to need a septic, and I know that because if I remember right, the septic is somewhere in this area over there, and people from the Airbnbs and cottages have been driving across it for years, so there's no way that septic isn't crushed. Go inside, and it's an interesting layout. So there used to be a garage in here, and I don't know if I would convert this to another bedroom and maybe make it a bunk room. That would actually increase your capacity with the Long Lake Airbnb ordinance. They allow you 2 people per bedroom. So the more bedrooms you can count, the more people you're allowed. It does lead directly out to the lake. Or a garage door could be put back in, but I don't really see a need to park inside for an Airbnb. This is a laundry room. Frankly, it's kind of wasted space. We'll go to the upstairs first. It's a very interesting layout. Living room, dining room, and then, frankly, another dining room. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. I would use pretty much both of these areas as living room for an Airbnb. It's got great views of the lake, and it would be quite perfect. This would pull $3,500, maybe $4,000 a week, depending on how well the rehab was done. You can tell it's currently owner occupied, but you can tell that it was owned by somebody who's done rentals. The floors are different colors throughout. It's maintained, but not well. There's a great little fireplace. The kitchen is perfectly serviceable, but obviously dated. There's 2 full kitchens in this house, which is part of why this would make such a great Airbnb. We manage 639, which is 4 doors to the left down the shore. And that one does $3,500 to $4,000 a week. And one of the big draws is being able to have multiple families in the house at one time. So we'll call this bedroom number 1. And as you come down this way, there's a closet and kind of a useless little room. If you took this wall out, this could become another bedroom. This is technically a bedroom. There is a closet, and it's huge. They've got it set up as a bunk room, so we'll call this bedroom number 2 for our Airbnb. If you converted this, you could technically have 3 bedrooms up here, which would get you 2 more people. Super dated. Even though you can fit 2 beds, that's not how Long Lake counts it. And we're back into the living room. So, your property line are those fences there. It basically runs right down the side of the house. All that land belongs to the 4 cottages in the back. Those 4 boats belong to the cottages in the back. And then I think you get a better view of it from up here. You see how, so this is your property here, and then there's a landlocked cottage over there, and then there's another house over here. So this is your 59 feet. Downstairs is a daylight basement. So we have another living room, massive fireplace, another kitchen. It's basically a mirror image of the upstairs. So if you have kids, vacationers running in and out, they can come downstairs and go right out onto the deck and down to the water. Great beach, great front sloping area. This house would be well north of $1 million if it wasn't surrounded by cottages. In fact, we happen to know the gentleman who owns the recovery room over there. So, big fire pit. We could come down here with the backhoe, pull out these little stumps, and you have a nice sandy beach area for the kids, which is a huge plus when you're doing the Airbnb. The dock, frankly, is on its last legs, so consider that expense. It's also far too short. So the house right there with the boathouse is our other Airbnb that we manage on this shoreline. They have a tie out for the boat rentals. But I would suggest bringing this dock out another, what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, probably 5 to 6 sections. This needs to come out. Good waterfront, sand. There's a little bit of moss here, but it's because nobody's using it. It's all sand over there, all sand the rest of the way down. This just isn't getting churned up with anybody running in and out. There's a walker in the house and some other things to indicate that this is owned by an older person. So nobody's running in and out of the lake. Send a couple of 4-year-olds over here and that'll be gone pretty quick. Again, looks great from the water. Would photograph excellent for an Airbnb. You've got 3 exterior eating areas. One of the upsides to the cottages being in the back is there's no homeowners around that are going to complain about it being an Airbnb. This guy is a part-timer. He's a doctor out of, I believe, Beaumont. All right, so then we have this little space over here. And I guess we'll go this way. The bedrooms down here wrap around as well. So, updated mechanicals, updated hot water tank. There's a little whole house filter, Lennox. Looks like it's in pretty decent shape. This is the sauna. And the downstairs bathroom. And then the back bedrooms, it's tiny, but it qualifies as far as a rental certificate goes. So I would call that bedroom 4 for your certificate. This could be 5, this could be 6. At least as far as your rental certificate goes. I don't know that I would actually use the small room in the back corner as a bedroom or not. And then into this bedroom. So this is 601. If you guys have any questions, let me know. If you have any questions about investing or buying, let me know. There's very little I like to talk about more than real estate. Thanks for watching.